Podcast title: The Boardroom Blueprint. Tagline: Insights into corporate governance, board leadership, and ethical business strategy. Episode focus: When boards fail, early warning signs independent directors should never ignore. Welcome to the Boardroom Blueprint, your insight into corporate governance, board leadership, and ethical business strategy. I'm your host, Sriram, your guide to better governance. Today, we're addressing a difficult but essential question: why boards fail and the early warning signs independent directors should never ignore. Let's begin. Board failures are rarely sudden. They are almost always the result of warning signals that were missed, dismissed, or rationalized away. Independent directors are uniquely positioned to detect these signals. Their distance from management, objectivity, and duty to challenge make them the board's most important line of defense. The first category of red flags appears in behavior. When executive defensiveness increases, when questions are brushed aside, or when dissent is subtly discouraged, governance is already under strain. Independent directors should be alert to changes in tone, not just in formal meetings, but in informal interactions. A leadership team that resists challenge is often protecting something. The second category lies in reporting. Overly optimistic narratives, persistent adjustments to forecasts, or excessive complexity in board papers should prompt concern. When data is presented without context, or when bad news is consistently deferred, independent directors must push harder. Transparency deteriorates before performance does. The third area is culture. Cultural red flags include high executive turnover, normalized rule bending, fear of escalation, or a growing gap between stated values and observed behavior. Independent directors should pay close attention to whistleblower reports, employee engagement signals, and internal audit findings. Culture failures almost always precede governance failures. Another critical risk is overconfidence and groupthink. Boards that celebrate success without questioning sustainability are vulnerable. When past performance is used to justify future assumptions, critical thinking erodes. Independent directors must be especially wary of consensus that forms too quickly. Silence in the boardroom is one of the most dangerous signals of all. When independent directors stop asking questions or stop being heard, it is often because the environment no longer feels safe for challenge. Silence can indicate intimidation, fatigue, or misplaced trust. Effective independent directors recognize that silence is not neutrality, it is risk. The most damaging failures occur when warning signs are individually dismissed rather than collectively examined. Each signal may seem manageable on its own. Together, they form a pattern. Independent directors must connect those dots. This requires courage, the courage to ask uncomfortable questions, to persist when answers are unsatisfactory, and to escalate concerns when necessary. Governance does not fail because of a lack of information. It fails because warnings go unheeded. Ultimately, independent directors are not there to predict failure. They are there to prevent it. By remaining alert to early warning signs, challenging complacency, and refusing to normalize risk, independent directors protect not just the organization, but the integrity of governance itself. Thank you for listening to the Boardroom Blueprint. Lead with integrity and govern with purpose.